So for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some of my winter favorites. So these are things that I've been using and loving over the past couple months. Let's get right into it. So keep in mind that I live in Southern California and I haven't been experiencing a super harsh winter, but my skin has still been really dry and I've been feeling like I've been needing some additional moisture and support for my skin. So I changed up my skin routine a little bit and I've been really loving it. So here's what I've been doing. The first thing that I've changed up with my routine is that instead of using my neem cleanser, which I love by the way, and when the months get warmer again, I'm going to continue to use, but yeah, so instead of using that, I've been cleansing my face with oil. So let me just say real quick that it took me a really long time to actually jump on this oil cleansing bandwagon because I always thought that using oil on my face would make my skin oily and would make me break out. But after doing a bunch of research, I realized that oil, especially this kind of oil, isn't what makes your skin oily. It's not gonna make you break out and it's actually good for your skin. So just like when you eat an avocado, it doesn't make you fat, even though it is fat, it's kind of the same idea with cleansing your skin with oil. So the two oils that I've been using and loving for my skin are sweet almond oil, which I just got from my local health food store, and I've also just been using an unrefined olive oil. So the way that I cleanse my face with these oils is I'll mix them in a little tiny jar, just even amounts, or sometimes I'll just use one or the other, it doesn't really matter. But recently I've been using a little bit of both of them mixed together, and then with my dry hands I put the oil on my hands, kind of rub it together between my palms, and then on dry skin I just start massaging my face. So I will massage my skin and then move towards my eyes and kind of focus mostly on my eye area since that's where I wear the bulk of my makeup throughout the day, and just kind of massage that until I feel like things are starting to break down a little bit, and you'll be amazed how quick this happens. I was really skeptical again about using the oils and having it actually break down my makeup, but it works amazingly well. So I'll do that for a little bit. I'll kind of reach around for my washcloth with my eyes closed, get it wet with warm water, wring it out, and then I just put the whole washcloth over my face and just chill for a little bit. Just take a few deep breaths. It's actually really relaxing and nice to do right before bed because it kind of just gets you into calm mode. So anyway, I'll do that for a little bit and then remove the washcloth and kind of take off the excess oil with the washcloth. After I do this, my skin feels dewy, it feels moisturized, and when I'm done doing that, I'll move on to my second favorite in this video, and that is frankincense essential oil. This stuff is amazing. It's been used for thousands of years for mental health, for skin health. It's anti-inflammatory and it promotes healthy cell regeneration, so it's great to put on your face. And it's especially great to help prevent wrinkles. So I've been putting a little bit of the frankincense essential oil on my hands and then putting that under my eyes and kind of just all over my face right before I go to bed, and it has been wonderful for my skin. I haven't been using it long enough to really notice a change with the wrinkles on my face, but I have noticed that in the morning my skin feels really even, it doesn't feel tight at all, and I love that it just absorbs into my skin really quickly, so it's not like I have a layer of really thick moisturizer, because I've done that before. I've used moisturizer, but then I still wake up and a lot of times my skin doesn't feel super moisturized. But with this stuff in combination with the oil cleansing method, my skin has just been so healthy, so nice feeling, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using this throughout the year. So my friend Erin is the one who turned me on to essential oils. She's a nutritionist, a mom, and just an all-around amazing person. So when she tells me to do something, I usually just go with it because she's right. But I did a lot of my own research too, and one thing that I want to point out with the essential oils is that when you're getting into them, you want to make sure you get 100% therapeutic essential oils. And the reason you want to do that is because the essential oil is really, really potent. So for example, one little drop of oil, let's say peppermint oil. One drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to like 20 some odd cups of peppermint tea. So when you think about the essential oil in relation to the herb. It's like the really, really strong part of the herb. So you need less of it to get, you know, the strength of the herb. So if you think about it, if you get an oil that's not 100% therapeutic or organic, you could be getting pesticides in there in a really, really potent form, or fillers or whatever, and that's not good to put on your face, not good to be breathing in or anything like that. So just remember to get 100% therapeutic oils. There's a couple really good essential oil companies out there that have 100% therapeutic oils, but yeah, just keep that in mind because it's really important when dealing with such a potent oil. The frankincense oil has been a real game changer in my routine, and I love it again because it's such a multi-purpose product. So I can use it on my face, I can use it on cuts and bruises, I can diffuse it in my home, and it's just really relaxing. And living in such a small space, it's great to have those products, for one, that are really tiny, and two, that you can use multiple different ways. The next thing I want to share with you guys is my favorite nail polish color that I've been using, and this is by the brand Mineral Fusion. I've talked about this in videos previously, but I found this really classic red color and I love it. It's so classic, like I said, and I think I am going to try to color match this to be the colorful stripe on my motorhome. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave the link to that below. And this brand is amazing because it's natural, but it has amazing staying power. So I came back from a business trip, and usually my nails are thrashed after I travel, but I think they still look pretty good. They're chipping a little bit at the bottom, but there have been no like major chips coming from the top. So if you get this, make sure you get the top coat also, because I think that has to do with the staying power. But yeah, I've been loving this color these past couple weeks. I've also been really loving this podcast called After the Jump, and it's put on by Grace Bonney, and she also is responsible for the website called Design Sponge, which is an amazing inspirational design website. But yeah, I just found this podcast. It has like 100 episodes, and I don't think she's gonna do a season 2. I could be wrong, but there's more than enough inspiration on there to really get into this podcast. And I love it because it's really design based, but then she also asks really personal questions to her guests, and there's a lot of practical things you can get from this podcast. So I love to listen to it at work or when I'm driving or just at home. So yeah, I hope you guys like it too. And if you have any podcast recommendations for me, please leave them in the comments below because I'm always looking for my next podcast addiction. Another one of my favorites this season has been this vintage tooled leather bag. So this bag has a little bit of a backstory. It was the first item that I ever purchased on eBay when I was like 18, I think, and I used it consistently, you know, all the way through college, and I just love this bag. It's so classic, and yeah, it's been with me through a lot. So a couple years ago, the top strap ripped, like it was a braided leather strap, and it ripped, so I couldn't use it anymore, but I kept it because I had the intention of fixing it eventually. So it just kind of stayed in the back of my closet, and I didn't fix it, I didn't use it. And then a couple weeks ago, I got into this like major closet binging situation. So I donated a ton of my stuff. I sold a bunch of my stuff at Buffalo Exchange, and it has been the most amazing feeling. I've done stuff like this before, but if they didn't take some of my clothes, I'd always take them back and just like keep them, like say to myself that I would try to sell them somewhere else or just keep them because maybe I'd want to use them again or something. But in this situation, I just got rid of all my clothes. If they didn't take them, I just let them donate them, because I feel like it's so important to have a space where you feel comfortable. And for me, if my space is really cluttery, I don't feel comfortable. I feel kind of stressed out or anxious, and it's amazing that stuff can have that impact on you. So back to my purse. I had loved this purse for years and years, but I wasn't using it. So this recent closet clear out inspired me to fix my favorite purse. So what I did was I went to a couple thrift stores and looked for some belts that I thought would look good with the style of purse that I could turn into straps. And I ended up finding this leather belt that is so similar to the original strap of this purse. It's a braided leather belt. The color isn't an exact color match, but since the purse is so worn, it looks, I mean, I think it looks fine. It just kind of looks like a different leather tone, but it coordinates pretty well. So I was impressed with it. It was like $2 and I just brought it home and cut the, metal belt part off of it and just used like a drill gun and just kind of held the leather and made some holes in it and then just tied it onto my purse. And I love it. I can use my favorite purse again, and it's not just sitting in my closet gathering dust, doing nothing. So I just wanted to encourage you guys, if you have clutter in your life, don't underestimate the power of just like getting rid of all of it. In my experience, like I said before, I thought that I would miss this stuff. I thought, that I just needed to keep stuff just in case. And I've been realizing over the past few months that I don't need to do that. If anything, my life has improved because I've gotten rid of stuff. I want all my stuff to be meaningful and stuff that I really love. So this purse is an example of something that I've loved for years and years, and now I can finally use it again. And I basically have 3 purses now. I have a huge purse, I have this purse, and I have a really tiny purse. And I feel like that's all I need. Like, these are the things that really make me happy. And yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And since my recent closet clean out, I've been really thinking seriously about doing a capsule wardrobe. I'm a little nervous to make that leap into a capsule wardrobe, but I also think it would be a really great learning experience and kind of interesting and fun. So yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that here on this channel. Those are all of my winter favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I also wanted to say welcome to my new viewers that came over from Christine's channel, and thank you so much, Christine, for mentioning me in your last favorites video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Monday with a new video. Bye!